Hey everybody, I'm Lisa Young Sutton and I have a fun mystery for you guys to solve. This was one of my grand tableaus from last summer, and it was for one of my grooming clients, which means that I know all of the particulars of this case and the outcome. Now today, I'm just going to give you the spread and the context, and then you'll have a few days to work on it before I publish the outcome. And as an added bonus, I also drew 3 Grand Jeu Lenormand cards at the same time that I laid this GT. So I thought this would be an excellent way to introduce you to that system and show you how beautifully the two complement each other. Okay, so what's the context? This was a method of distance grand tableau, which you can always tell in my videos because I cover the house names, because I don't use houses in mod. Yes, you can, but I don't. So that's why I cover the houses. But my suggestion to you is that you don't consider the houses. Try not to think about them. And then when the feedback comes, you can see if they make sense or not. Because I haven't even given them any thought at all. So I don't know if they would work with this or not. So I think that would be fun too. All right, so this is a story of a young couple who lost their newly adopted dog. They were at the park and he got loose from his new harness and took off into the woods after the deer. I mean, we have tons of deer here. They're in your yard. They're laying on your front porch. They're they're everywhere. All right, so they only had the dog for a few days, so the dog wasn't bonded to them yet, really, nor did he really know where he lived, so finding his own way home wasn't a possibility. It was kind of like, thanks for springing me from the big house, people, but see you later, suckers. He just took off and he was gone. All right, so what cards did I use? What are my significator and topic cards? Okay, so, in order to make sense of this spread, you need to know what my plan of attack was, right? So because it's a missing animal spread, I placed more emphasis on the descriptive nature of the cards because I was looking for locations and descriptions of people and happenings, that kind of thing. So when you do animal readings, it is very descriptive, okay? And for those of you who don't know, in my book, this is just a little reminder, the Petit Lenormand Oracle, I do have a chapter on animal communication, and there is a keyword section, right? Animal communication keywords. And then I also have a section on missing or lost objects, people, or animals. So you can use both of those to help you with this. All right. So who are the players here? Who are the significator cards? The primary significator is number 29, the lady, because she is the one who came to me for the reading, and she was the primary in this search and that kind of thing, right? So we're going to call her Athena. She is married, so 28 is her husband, Jason. And we are going to call the dog represents the dog, and we are going to call him Atlas. So you can kind of see a little Greek theme there. All right, now I also used the stars card. Here's just one star, right? So I'll call it the star, to show me the best path forward to finding the dog. And I also charged the key card for any action that she could take. Remember, the key is something you pick up and manipulate to gain access to something. So it's a great card to use for an action to take. Now the tower card, here it is. The tower card, we can often use that in a similar way to the stars, right? Like you look to the tower, you look above the tower to see your best view of how to accomplish something, right? But in this case, for this kind of reading, I mainly wanted to use the tower to represent an animal shelter or animal control or any official organization, that kind of thing. All right. So you want to look at this and you want to consider what's near and far from the people. They just landed this way. I didn't place them. Okay. And you want to see what's near and far to the dog. You want to see what, you know, how near is the dog to them and what sits between them. You want to look around the star card and see if that helps you, helps tell you like what guidance is available, you know, for her to take, what direction she should move in, that kind of thing, right? And you want to look around the key card to see what action she could take. Okay, so the star is more like what direction can she go in, and is there hope in finding him, that kind of thing. And the key is more of an action. And I'll give you a hint that the seeker knew a professional tarot reader, astrologer, right, who was prepared, and she was prepared to pay that person for a reading to find her dog. But I offered her this reading first in exchange for, I think it was in exchange for a batch of Toll House cookies made with butter, not margarine. I always, you know, if you're going to pay me with Toll House cookies, you better use butter, not margarine. All right, so she did hold off on the other person because I drew the cards that night. I mean, this is obviously a time-sensitive matter. Okay, now Athena, I have to also tell you that she made the mistake of posting in an online animal communication practice group, and she was bombarded by well-meaning people who offered to help her, but all of their information was contradictory and confusing. So, you know, it didn't help. Let's put it that way. All right, so I want you to tell me if you think they got Atlas back, and any ideas you might have on how they did it. So take note of the position of the cross, the mice, the key, and the ways, and their near and far meanings, and that will help you to decide if they succeeded in this or not. So now for those of you who already know how to read the Grand Jeu Lenormand, here they are, and fear not if you don't, because I will be explaining this. But the question that I asked them was, what is Athena's best course of action? And the center card is the main theme. The left-hand card is forces acting upon the situation, and the right-hand card represents the attitude to adopt or actions she could take to help her. All right, so I will be posting this whole thing in my Facebook group, Lisa Loves Lenormand, Traditional Method Distance, so that everyone can work on it together, okay? Or you can just stay here in YouTube and post in the comments section. Okay, so there you go. You can, a little hint too, you can recreate this grand tableau at home so that you can, you know, see the cards in front of you rather than staring at the computer screen or wherever you look. And it's easiest to do that if you put the cards in order, right? Put the cards in order from 1 to 36, and then you can easily, you know, following the card numbers, lay them out, right? Because you'll know exactly where to find them then. Okay, so that's it for now. Go and play with these cards. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.